welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Prime Time contest between our visitors and our home team. Leading them, as always, their head coach. The side running out of time for a turnaround after this 1-5 start to the season. And on the home sideline, here is their head coach. These guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. So happy you could join us today. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Heward. It is time for some football. And Monday Night Prime Time is underway. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And leading them out is one of the league's longest tenured quarterbacks.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball.
They got 21 yards on the play, and that'll be first down Chicago. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
second and manageable. He's throwing.
At the 46-yard line.
Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First and 10, looking to throw. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Complete to number 45. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Offensive line, this is second and 4. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's third down now.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up third and 2.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's another first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Rolling from the gun here. Finds him over the middle. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
That's another first down. First and goal, Chicago.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Working inside the red zone. Caught out wide. And in for the Chicago touchdown. These guys finish up an excellent opening series. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
That one right down the middle. And these guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Return starts at the 9. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And they'll be led out by their third-year signal caller.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, Well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And he reaches the 35 before going out.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He puts some air under it deep down the left. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
Slant route complete. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. To the air on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And that's going to be an 8-yard gain, it looks like, as it puts them in goal to go.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Goal to go, they're passing. He brings it in. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 2nd chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
He gets it headed right. And he runs it across. Touchdown. These guys take a 13-0 lead.
This right here, Kate, well, this is a performance of the modern-day running back. A touchdown on the ground, a touchdown through the air, and in just the 1st quarter, making a massive impact on the game.
Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys drive out to an early 14-0 lead. We've got a break in the action. Looks like someone was shaken up on the play. Medical personnel out now to attend to him. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They'll go play action. He's got a man left. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's set out.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
1st down, play action. Connects on the crosser. And he is down to the 30-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, and sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
It's a loss
Offense
of
to the line for second
Brings up
down.
Second and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Drawing up the design keeper. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
29-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up third
Here he
down.
goes, third and long. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up.
Results in a fourth down.
Now out comes the field goal unit as they try this one. This is going to be a 46-yarder. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they'll get him back to 11.
What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Starting from the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that effort yields him about 3 yards there. Second down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Another carry for him. He's out in the clear. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43.
That's good.
They'll come up on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. Second down coming up.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. The scoreboard reads 14-3. Back to the Windy City in just a moment. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They start with second and 6. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it third and 2.
Here he is on third and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
First down. A 5-yard
So first and 10 now from the 30.
First down, Chicago.
Handoff now from the gun. He's got it in the red zone. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
They'll try this extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And these guys push their lead to 18.
21. Our home team.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. He fields it from the 8. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. They'll run here on first down. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
They're going to try and throw it here. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Complete to number 0. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down from the gun. Complete over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's good.
So a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 30.
And back gets the handoff. It'll be a yard at most there, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Rolling into enemy territory. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Dumps it off to his running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Brought in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys make it an 11-point ball game.
21. Our home team, 10.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And coming off their 2nd red zone touchdown of this game, Brock. Make it 2 of 3 so far now. They will take that percentage every week if they can.
Yeah, championship-level teams, Kate, are usually 75%. I know that's a C+ in school, not very good, but that's championship football.
Yeah.
2 of 3, they're certainly near that mark.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. They're throwing it. Throw left side, complete. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll run here from the gun. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Chicago.
We've set of downs from 37. To throw here on 1st down. He completes it in traffic. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Cut out left. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. Has it down close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Number 4. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. So on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends their lead to 14.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Escapes a defender. The home team's ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. On 1st down, they'll run. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from Chicago right after this. 1st down now, ball at the 33. Looking in the air here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Complete to number 2. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd
And going play action.
at the 30-yard line.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Working quickly here.
5-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 10.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Back now, pressure coming.
2nd and 7.
Hits his running back. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
To number 21.
So before 3rd down whistles, and yep, the timeout comes
Brings
in.
up 3rd
And they'll take this
4.
opportunity to discuss what's next over on their sideline. 3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. They'll look to throw. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20.
At their own
The visitors
23-yard
back
line.
out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for 1st half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. Trying to throw this from the gun. Brought in right side. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the game at the 33.
First down.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first.
33-yard line.
1st down now, ball at the 33. The running back gets it on the draw. This one held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it second down. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's a throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Throw here, 3rd down. Catch made over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And they could really use a good one here. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And the fair catch made here at the 15. Their offense headed out now. Not much time left before the half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Finds a man right side. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 19-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Short pass brought in. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Complete to number 0. It's a gain of 5. Brings up.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he ended up time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
And that return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half. Well, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And as they usher him out of bounds, Brock, we have reached the end of our first half. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our 3rd quarter gets underway. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. New set of downs for him. He'll start at the 38. 1st down, play action. He's got a man left. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
45-yard line.
They give it to him again. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
He's going to throw it. Into traffic. Complete. He's going to be brought down after a gain of 5. Right up next to that line to gain.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and...
QB sneak coming. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
Ooh, this is where the coach gets paid to make the decision for the offense. If they're stopping you short on a 3rd down sneak, you better think a while before going for it.
He had all the distance and just enough accuracy to send it through. And that gets him back to within 11.
He had the distance dial. The accuracy, maybe not so much. But from that distance, you could excuse being a little off one way or the other. The upright, it helped him there. And that really is all that matters.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
Back to the well again. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Throwing on 2nd. Finds the in route complete. Well, this certainly makes the 3rd down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now. He has it on the QB sneak. Well, loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain. 1st down now. Ball at the 33. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. That one's complete. Right side. And they bring him down. The play reaches the 26. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26.
Back to throw. Touchdown, Chicago! There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys push their lead to 18.
31. Our home team, 13.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This makes it up to the 25. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll work against the blitz. Ooh, the rush is too much here. Down he goes. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a fourth down, it's back to first. Running it after the penalty. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Brings up second and
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. We'll call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's third down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And this stays a 3-possession game.
I know there's golfers out there, Kate, that love to play this game as well. And any golfer knows, hey, man, at the turn, no matter how bad that front side was, there's still a chance, right? There's still another hole, still another opportunity. You write that script of hope. Kickers are kind of like golfers, right? They're always thinking of the next one, but unfortunately, with that miss, the scorecard's going to end up ugly.
Working on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
It's second down and 10.
Throwing from the gun here. No driver on this. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
3rd and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
And they get this down to the 28. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
Working now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A gain of 15. First down, Chicago.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's the long back on the handoff. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throwing from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Chicago. These guys put up even more points in a win. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity, certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
That one right down the middle. And his guys grow their lead yet again.
38. Our home team, 13.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Chicago getting set to take the field now. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. A pickup of 17. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
The give here on 2nd. And he gets a nice chunk. Looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Air it out on 3rd. Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
16 yards.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard
Looking to throw here. Complete out to the right. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
21. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
We send the tight end in motion left. Throwing it on 2nd down. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Sticking to the air here. Setting up the running back screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense. We see this all the time. The #1 thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, get to down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
1st and 10, they're going to throw. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run it from the gun. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
And this hasn't been a common sight out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. 3rd down, they need 7.
And it's 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that makes it 4th down. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds a man right side. And this one doesn't go far. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Running it now out of the gun. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. The give now out of the shotgun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
From the gun on 3rd down. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Throw is caught by the back. And he's out of bounds just before the sticks, Brock. And they're going to turn it over on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. And things are looking good to snap that 3-game losing streak that they came in on, Brock. They've got the lead here. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They'll run here on 1st down. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. These guys nearing their 2nd win in the campaign. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Another carry for him. Has some space inside the 15. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. These guys keep running away with this.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys continue piling on to this lead.
Our home team, 13.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. He fields it from the 8. Good work so far. He's got room. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Lone back gets the handoff. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Dive play straight ahead. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
He's across midfield.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Shotgun now on third down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up. On now comes their punter. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And there won't be a return on this one. It's out of bounds, and the mark looks to be at about the 16-yard line. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense will probably rather forget. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on first down.
He was brought down at the 26.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down.
It's second and inches.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get them enough for a first down. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. This celebration begins for our winners as we say so long from Chicago.